Hi everyone, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. I don't know, blah blah blah, was for to fight, and then is what happened, some of them has confessed what they had done. Don't care, 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 don't care. Don't care. Alright, I just wanna fucking get Grieving Mother's quest done, so I am going to take a nap. I think I'm gonna need the perception. And a distant relative of Kursak arrived at Struggle and requested to be freed in exchange for coin. No, no, no. Fuck it, fuck it. You know why? Because he's a dick. Mr. Spiderface is a capital D dick. So no, we're not gonna let him. No, why should I? Why the fuck should I? I mean, it's no skin off my nose. Alright. Let's fucking get out of here. And let us try to figure out Grieving's mother's shtick. Alright, so I'm gonna, yeah, this is fine. The computer's loud. Computer's loud. Let us go to... Let's just go to Hearthstone. Yeah, maybe we can talk to her there. Load screen. So, apologies. This video was uploaded and recorded on the same day. I did not have my buffer ready. Well, I was going to record last night, but there was a huge family emergency. So I wasn't able to. I actually took the day off of work to, well, not to record this, but I had, I had been up most of the night. So, all right, Grieving Mother. Grieving Mother, I need to talk to you.
Your mind comes bearing
questions. What are you wearing on your wrists? She extends her wrists. They're bonds. Blah blah blah. What are you wearing on your wrists? Really? 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 Wrist, or birthing bell.
The birthing bell. It is where I could draw new souls into the world. I recall some of the memory of it through what you have seen, but not all.
And what did you do when the Hollowborn came?
The curse.
There is a slight chill between the two of you, a current of emotion. The next thoughts come slowly, almost frightened, into your mind, like terrified children blanketed with a mother's fear.
You speak of the curse that fell upon the children. This curse that has fallen on this country.
Yes. I only know that it is a scourge upon every hearth in Deerwood, and one that threatens to turn this country asunder. But what did you do when the Hollowborn came?
The curse.
Yeah, in your memory, you were helping giving a woman birth?
Yes. Yet, I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
Okay. There was much I could do to aid the mother. Others would seek advice. Tell me
the
about...
ritual was the
blah, 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 blah.
And those of the child.
It sounds like you've seen tragedy too. Enough never to wish to feel it again. In times, okay. You watch over children. Blah blah blah. You mentioned what would happen after the birth. You sense the mother's thoughts. Did these bells bear? Sense the mother's thoughts. I'm gonna discuss something different. Watcher. You're not a watcher. Shut the fuck up. I know you're a cipher. Do you know anything about watchers? I don't know. I mean, walked in your memories. Grieving mother, sky is darkened. Focus on the chimes. Focus on the child. Draw the child forth. Full of life. Surrender child. Pull back. I walked in your memories again.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
I have other questions I wanted to ask you. Okay. Okay. Chimes, cries, focus, draw the forward, surrender child,
And what did you see in my...
Alright, I'm gonna nap. Alright, I'm going to go to the inn and try sleeping a lot and getting her memory to trigger. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I should have done, like, this quest should have been done already. And if not, then I'm look, guys. There's really only one thing to do, and it's to go to the nest above the clouds, petition Hylea to help us, and to fucking I don't care about these guys anymore. Fuck them. Fuck this sword too. Fuck all of it. And it's to finish this game. Look, it's a wonderful game, but I'm getting real fucking impatient with some of these side quests. Like the Grieving Mother, I can't seem to trigger it, even though I've looked down at some guides online on how to trigger it, almost spoiling myself with the ending of the game, so I've stopped that. Durance, I know you have to go to the god place to petition a god and then talk to him about shit. I don't know. I don't know, and at this point, it's getting to the point where I don't fucking care anymore. Because
Gods
I'll probably,
keep you.
yeah, whatever. Room, please. Sure, why not? Yeah. Nothing. She already had the weird dream, so I should be able to talk to her.
Your mind comes bearing...
What are you wearing on your wrist? Why aren't you telling me? Why? Wanted to more about
And
you.
In asking, we reveal...
Suspicions, strange, sky darkened, focus on the chimes, hand in motion, child movement, draw child forth, blah blah blah, child surrender child, blah blah blah.
And what did you see in my memories? I would...
I can't trigger it. I mean, I'm trying to go through. And what the fuck did you do when the Hollowborn came? In your memory, were you helping a woman give birth? Yeah, birthing ritual. Tell me about the birthing ritual.
I could often sense her thoughts and those of her child before she could. Soothe her, free her from the panic of questions.
Yeah, whatever.
I would sound the memory.
I don't care. I really don't care. You seem a tragedy too. Nope. Birthing bell. Where's the birthing bell located? In your memory,
yes. Yet the ritual was
birth, clefts, yeah, you suck. You suck. Yes, you're a cipher. Just shut the fuck up. You know anything about Watchers? Why did you believe you're a Watcher? Something else. Am I doing this wrong? Focusing on the chimes, tear away, pull back.
And what did you see in my...
I give up. I fucking give up.
Absolutely.
I don't
Hey.
give a shit. I'm gonna replace you now.
Hello.
Yeah. I hire. Um, you
Our
go
paths
away.
shall part.
You come back. Alright, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Screw this shit. Screw all this shit. I'm done with dragons. I'm done with bounties because I can't level up anymore. I need the let's just finish this fucking game. I don't care. I don't care. And I feel like it's dumb anyway because I know what's gonna happen to the grieving mother if I fail. If my perception's not high enough, I fucking lose her in some fucking trance. So I don't need to fucking do this anymore. And I'm pretty sure that my fucking fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything. Um, I really don't care anymore. Let's just go to the temple and petition some godly help. Won't you say? I think that's a great idea. All right. It was Elm's Reach. Takes an hour to get anywhere in this town because apparently it's very spacious. Yeah, but I am over this town. Like I am over Grieving Mother. Grieving Mother shouldn't have taken control of those people because she's a bitch. Like seriously, you're gonna you can't put up a charade like that. Okay, so long story short, she had Hollowborn in her village. She tricked the mothers into believing that they were fine. They weren't fucking fine. She was using her cipher powers, and eventually that became too much for her. And will people stop mentioning shit to me? Oh, so I'm getting new players in my game because lo and behold, some fucker like my longtime player just left. Like I've messaged him. I can't. He's been gone for weeks. I can't get a hold of him. All right, let's just go in this fucking place. I'm sorry. It's just last night was really stressful and I need to kill something. I know I can't kill an Ager dragon because they're bullshit. I might try once I finish the game. And at this point, I'd probably make like 20 scrolls of paralyze and just chain it on this guy. Okay, let's petition somebody for some help. Um, I can take things. This is wonderful. They're just books. They're fucking books. Advice memories. Um, whatever. Don't care. Take those books. Any other books? Books. Don't care. Books. Is there like money? I'd like money, please. I don't care for books. More books. More books.
Hey.
All the books. An Adra shard. Oh, I must have to go there to petition the gods. This is gonna be wonderful.
A brothel for the ages.
Oh, shut up, Durance. Okay. Now what do I do? Whale Shrine? No. Who's this? Technically, Barith is my guy, but I want Hylea. There we go. The shrine sits before a bright constellation, its stars forming the oval shape of an egg. A pair of wings sprout from the egg, stretching on either side. Alright, Hylea, I need your help. You step forward before the shrine and prepare to recite the words. I, uh, uh, live every note of life's song. Because Hylea's like music and shit, so. The words seem to ring in the air, your voice rendered melodic and tilting for unseen art. You kneel, While you pray, you feel the space around your body shift and melt. You find yourself in a vision of the mountaintop temple, yet you see neither worshippers nor a dragon, but a tree, its limbs wrapped around the perimeter of the temple, tapering into twigs and branches of all sizes and angles. They seem too long and too nervous to be held up by the meager trunk, but they hold steady in the breeze. A single sparrow lands on the nearest branch and watches you. Um, I seek an audience with Hylea. The sparrow cocks its head in a peculiar bird-like fashion. Whistle to the bird. You whistle the first tune that pops into your head. The sparrow blinks its beady eyes and hops closer to you along the branch. It bobs its tiny head and opens its beak. The rich, trilling melody that spills forth is the song of a chorus of birds. A massive flock descends with a thunder ring of wings and whooping, screeching, chirping calls. They fill the boughs of the tree by thousands, the birds of every shape, size, and color nestling next to each other. Kana gazes up in astonishment. Birds from every corner of the world! Look! I see some ratouai razorbills. Hylea. A breeze ripples through the air. The limbs sway, creaking with a strange, gentle rhythm. A few hundred of the birds flit from their branches, forming a brilliantly variegated flock in front of the tree. As they meet and swoop in unison, you catch a glimpse of someone looking back at you, cloaked by the flurry of feathers. Look there, a mantle of feathers. We are in the court of birds, and there stands the Sky Mother.
You journeyed to my temple and rid it of the dragon. Now my faithful may return, singing their joy to the skies and praising me through their creation.
Life is creation and celebration. I'm glad to have served you in this. If you talk to a god, you have to be as nice as possible. Otherwise, that god will fuck you up. Unless you're Durant, then you fuck up that god. But I am not a god killer, so I'm gonna be nice. Hylea, the breeze blows through the tree. A dove ducks its head into its feathers and watches you.
Glad because you seek to protect life, or because you seek a patron. And yet you have proven yourself with this task. I would tell you of another.
I'm listening. Hylea, the birds return to the tree and nestle among its peers. The breeze ripples through the branches again, carrying the goddess's voice.
You must stop Theos, and you must undo the tragedy he has wrought.
I'm glad we're on the same page, you and me. Theus's acts, but it is moved by another. The exiled queen whispers in his ear. Boudica? Urges him to rob the living and the unborn of their souls for her benefit, and he has obeyed. A hawk shifts on his perch. She will consume them, grow powerful, while 1,000 empty children are born. But there is still time to reverse this tragedy. Why would Boudica do this? A pair of eagles shriek. Because she prizes authority over mercy, laws over their kith. She values the souls of mortals, not for the beauty they create, but for what they can add to her power. She fears animancy. She believes that mortals may use it to usurp the god's power, her power. She cares nothing for the inhibitions of the kith. And how could she? She commands. She gives commands, but not inspiration. Kana says, so animancy is truly that powerful? I've always respected the commands of our Ragna Nui and the Keepers, but that is because they inspire respect. Between command and inspiration lies progress. It sounds like Theos has collaborated with her for a long time. Hylea, you already know that he has lived many lives. In each it has her voice in his ear, guiding him to serve her ambitions, urging him to protect her interests. Aloth's expression falls. This is what the Laden Key has been for centuries? Hylea says as the melody of birds grows mournful, and each of his lives has been one stanza after another in a song of devotion to the Oathbinder. Couldn't you stop Theos? Hylea says, of all the gods, even Boudica, are bound by an oath. We sing one harmony, and Kith sing another. And though we may introduce a new melody in hopes that mortal ears will hear it and sing it back, we do not interrupt their chorus. To do so would unleash a carnivory between the gods, one that would overwhelm our songs and yours. But Boudica sings her tune to Theos. I would likewise sing mine to you. How can I return things the way they are? The birds suddenly fall silent, watching you. The voice on the wind returns. Guide the trapped souls back to the bodies they were stolen from, hollow-born children whose eyes have never seen the sun. You could restore them, give their families hymns of joy after years of lament. Restore peace and restoration give purpose to suffering. There is no meaning, no redemption in pain, and in pain that does not lead to fulfillment. Cemetery demands that great rejoicing follow suffering such as this. I'm not sure if it's possible to truly undo the harm Theos has caused. Sangi finishes. Surely those wounds can heal, or don't you think the long absences could be overcome? You hear a cry of swift, soft plaintive. Perhaps years cannot be forgotten, and for some, perhaps it's already too late. But if you restore even one soul, kindle one spark of life, raise one soul in joy, it would all be worth it. Alo says, there is another side to this. You've seen the consequences of a soul disjointed from its own cycle. Could these children ever return? You know, you're the god. Let's just do this. Thank you, Hylea. I will continue to the sun and shadow.
When you reach the burial isle, you will find souls there that I have granted reprieve for their sins. I give these to you, for only they can bear you to safety on your journey down. And when you face Theos and the rotting fruits of his endeavors, remember the conversation we have had. In that moment, you will have power rivaling a god's. And after it, you will live in the world that you have chosen.
Alright. So, the bed I make is the bed I lay in. Fair enough.
Choose Restoration, Watcher. Return the souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this, and I shall give you power to make even Boudica quake. I can be merciful and terrible, Watcher.
Alright. It's gonna be rough for those souls that return, but I'm gonna do it. Alright. I swear to return the souls to the hollow-born children of Deerwood. And Hylea says, I shall remember. The dark wings snap shut, and the tiny sparrow flits to your shoulder. It tilts its head back and opens its beak. The song that spills forth is like nothing you've ever heard. Melodies, at once mournful and beautiful, entrance you. The world becomes a place of pure color and sound. Each perfect moment follows the next, like the lines of a poem or the bar of a song. I am granted Hylea's boon. As you awaken from a dream, standing here, Hylea's song power still follows you. That was interesting. Okay. Alright, let's talk about Boudica. We're gonna have to save this. We're gonna save this just in case. I mean, I went to Hylea and not Bereth because I've helped. You know, I've done a favor for Hylea. She fucking owes me. I need to talk to Durance about Boudica. I know what this is going to be about. Hey, Durance.
What is it, Watcher?
Does what we have learned about Boudica trouble you?
It stinks of her. It is justice, but if her greater purpose was to think Margaret would fall prey to such deceit. And Aethys, Widewind had always claimed to be invading Deerwood to free it. What if it were true? What if he had come to stop Woodica's plot before it began?
Could have been like that, dude.
Surely Aethys earned his death at Godhammer Citadel, but not for those reasons. Not to keep him silent. If such a thing has brought about this chaos, must we always be tools of gods? If Woodica and Margrin, if they are the cause of this, the Hollowborn, if the purges were never necessary, if Aethys was fighting back,
then your god hammer didn't save Deerwood. It doomed it.
so many lies.
Oh
And
god.
Woodica, perhaps she is the next god to fall beneath the Godhammer.
Would it have been better had you been spared this knowledge?
No, I am glad to have walked this far with you, seen this truth. Perhaps it was what I was meant to see, with a watcher's eyes. All these dances of words and intrigues, machines of men, twisted, ripping the souls of children, and by the gods, the goddess of justice. If I could end her like Aethys, Margrin burned her once. One can do so again. Woodica, she must answer to her own justice.
My priest thing is coming into play. These acts feel more akin to Whittaker's aspect, her true aspect, or skeins.
Anyone with a shred of spirit seeks both justice and punishment. It burns in the heart of anyone who lives. All seek it. If the world does not balance, we all drown in the oceans. And the gods would not care. Margrin, she must be redeemed. And punishing Woodica, that will serve.
Do we know that Margrin was not a willing accomplice?
Is this some final joke at my expense? To test my faith further? And why would you think that, Watcher?
Because the others who made the Godhammer, they died, didn't they? That's why I saw their symbols fade from your staff.
If all you have are questions, then I have enough of those. She is a bitch of a goddess, to be sure. But even a whore only goes so far in crossing those she serves.
You said you left Ashfall without telling anyone of your departure, right?
You answer a question with a question. Then why did I feel her disappointment at Halgot? Why were we shamed?
Because I think she tried to kill you there, Durance. She didn't want anybody to leave alive. To know what the truth.
Kill me? She is a goddess. I still drink from her burning breasts, Watcher. If she wished me dead, she could trace me to my source and kill me.
In this dream of the Godhammer, your spirit looked blurred, indistinct in the light, as if it had been sheared from you. Durance stares at you, his expression frozen but silent, listening. If you had been damaged, as I saw in the Godhammer vision, then she may be unable to see you as you once were. Durance turns from you for a moment, his face twists in thought, conflicting emotions finally running across his features. Finally he turns to you, his face steady.
There's no proof, Watcher. I was a fool to think you could help me see any farther than I could.
If you don't trust me, then trust your staff. Admit that the other Godhammer builders are dead. Durance turns to the staff, and for a moment, you see his eyes burning, taking in the edges of wood. The symbols inlaid there, the 11 faded circles.
They died in the blast, yes. The other 11. I was the only one to walk away. I thought we had wronged our goddess. That this was my trial, and if I could prove myself worthy of her, I should have known better. There is only one god of redemption, and I saw him ended.
As he studies the staff, you feel a wave of heat, a terrible energy rolling off from it in waves, so much so it feels as if the Godhammer itself is alive in his hands. And past it you hear a cry, like a child being born, and your eyes feel the same flash of white. Then 100 imagined shades of purple and white. streaming and circling into the howling of a storm, and beneath it the grinding of ancient machines of stone, rock and metal, grinding and turning until all around you feels as if it's burning, sinking into the shadows of the earth, beneath the ground, the only place where a spirit might find refuge. When your vision clears, you see Durrance, his hands clutching the staff and his eyes bright, burning red. Atop the staff, the flame burns cleanly, brightly. As his gaze burns, he rips the gaze away and howls, a bellowing, hard howl, like a wounded animal, and sweat pours down his throat. Durrance, we can make this right.
To think I served her, I followed her. Now I shall serve no one. Woodica's lies must be answered. And now it seems I must take fire in war from a goddess's false claim as well. I still take from her strength as I did, for as long as it lasts. For I shall not cast her aside yet, until I have drained her dry and had my fill, just as she intended for me. For I have learned one of the lessons of the faithful. The faithful may wound a goddess greater than any enemy. A purification is coming, and this fire shall consume them both.
If you can kill a god, you killed a god once, Durrance. You can fucking do it again. Let's go.